Hey, what's going on, guys? Bootless here, bringing you a bit of League of Legends. This is a Rise gameplay, a 5v5. The teams are on screen. Um, this isn't exactly great gameplay, I'm going to be honest with you off the start. But I'm playing mid on this completely random game. I don't know any of the people that I'm playing with at all. I'm also partnered up against someone I don't play against, I don't think actually ever, which is Akali in mid, who had a bit of a tough time with, I'll admit, but it didn't go too bad. This is just, yeah. I've been away since about a couple of months ago because I had exams and stuff, so I was like focusing on cramming on that and then actually doing the exams, so I wasn't bringing any content out, but that's all done now and I am back. I should be bringing content on a regular basis, mainly League of Legends and a bit of Minecraft, but yeah. Right, so just having a look, I think it was Master Yi and who else went bottom? I can't quite see. Master Yi and somebody else. It was Teemo. Yeah, Teemo was pretty good at this time round, and then it was Lux and Heimer went top. It's quite a nice team. Like I said, I didn't do great. If I'm honest, this is my first game back actually from having such a long break, and I think that does show if you look at the gameplay. But yeah, it was quite good. I do suffer a few kill steals along the way, which is always customary, it would seem. One thing I did notice is looking at their summoners on the other team, they're all packing flash and most of them have got ignite, which was quite interesting if I'm honest. But yeah, little pre-minion skirmishes going on. Right, sorry if the gameplay lags a little bit. Again, recording with Fraps doesn't seem to work great for me on League of Legends. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I'm playing mid here with against Akali. Sorry, not with. But the thing I wanted to do straight off the bat is because I'm playing mid, I wanted to get a really good creep farm. So, you know, making sure I get those last hits on the minis, and because it was my first time back, I wasn't actually particularly good at that. Yeah, yeah, it didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped on the creep farm. It's a bit better when you get to level 6 and you can pop the ultimate and stuff, and then you can sort of take out an entire creep wave, but you saw me there having a look at the tooltip of what happened when Akali hit me, because I literally didn't have a clue what her spells did. So, yeah. Well, this smokescreen thing cloaks her, it would appear, and gives her, I think it's increased attack speed, or it decreases the... I don't know, if I'm honest with that. Who am I kidding? I don't know. But, yeah, so it's pretty standard to start off with. It's Rise Akali in the mid, you've got Lux and Heimer against Volibear and Caitlyn top, and then you've got Teemo and Master Yi against Fiddlesticks and another Heimer, I think, down bottom. And Teemo and Master Yi were actually pretty good. I think they were together, and we're chatting over like Skype or something. But yeah, like I said, they were pretty good. Did a bit better than me, I'll admit. There we go. I never stated I was amazing, and I would like you to remember that this was my first game back after quite a considerable break actually. I'm not sure exactly how long it has been since I last posted anything or uploaded anything. Probably about just over 2 months, I think, which I think it shows really. But yeah, I am using my setup from my other video with utility, I think it is, so it's like cooldown reductions, and I actually have the increased experience one, which is quite good for going mid, because if you're going mid you want to get that gold and level advantage, so you want to be making sure you get the minion farm going, you're picking up the gold and stuff to get a gold advantage over everybody else, and because you've got the increased experience gain, if you can keep on killing the minions, then hopefully perhaps nick a few kills when the other person falls asleep, perhaps, and just stops paying attention, then you can basically dominate with Ryze. As soon as you've got a gold or a level advantage, Ryze just becomes ridiculously good. But this Akali player I was playing against did a pretty good job of reducing the amount of damage I could get done to her, because I could rarely like get one spell off, or like I could never get 2 spells off before she managed to back off, sort of thing. Which is quite good. She played quite well in that sense, and I don't know what are you meant to do with this smoke screen thing. I just don't know how. I didn't know how to combat that really. I wasn't sure what I could do. I think that showed, because every time she pops it, I just sort of like meander about a bit and wait for her to come out of it. I don't know if that is what you should do or what, but there we go. Hopefully I'm not too far out of touch. I managed to sort of catch her there, and she managed to flash away, which is a bit annoying, but there we go. Pops it again, I just back off. She does have one ranged ability where she throws like whatever her I think is it called Kama or something that she's using, and she throws that, and the result is basically that you have a mark on you, and if she then hits you again, it does magic damage. But she was using it to sort of like just do little amounts of damage to me before I could get to her. So she played quite well in my opinion. Having never played against Akali, I don't know how good it can be. But here you see I actually got a bit overzealous popping my ulti to wipe out a minion wave, and then suddenly realised I didn't have any mana. So I just sort of meandered about waiting. Oh, got caught out of the smoke screen. I don't know if that was a flash or an ability that managed to jump up. It must have been an ability, because she didn't flash that long ago, I hadn't thought. But yeah, please give me some Akali tips in the description, because I'm a complete noob against Akali. I had no idea what I was doing. I was definitely winging it. I think that showed. But yeah, I was about to recall there, and this is something I want to point out. There's no point recalling if they're about to flood on that tower, because I saw that they were all coming. I cancelled the recall. There was no point me recalling, because you're just going to do damage to the tower. Whereas I could sit here and just prevent them, mainly the champion, from getting close to the tower and doing some serious damage to it. Which, you know, it's a no-brainer really. So then, once there's a free moment, I do have teleport, so it wouldn't take me long to actually go back and then come back, as it were, to go to base and then teleport back. But here you see I've got my Tear of the Goddess and my Boots of Speed. I just wanted to get a slight speed increase, because it's always handy, really. But I managed to just get back in time in the end, which is kind of a bit fine. But now I've got full mana and stuff, which means I can just crank out a bit of minion farming. I didn't do as well as I'd hoped with that, if I'm honest. But both the other lanes were doing pretty well. They just got Volibear up top. I don't particularly like playing against Caitlyn either. Well, actually, I suppose if you can catch her, she's alright. But I've played against her before, so I was sort of aware what she's capable of. Popped my ultimate here because I wanted to nuke down this ancient golem as quickly as I could. I wanted to reduce the amount of time I was out of lane. Managed to get a lucky level up as well, but this blue buff is absolutely amazing for Ryze. I sort of, in truth, maybe left it a little bit too late to go and get it, but it was the only sort of free moment I had. And now Akali's back in lane and she's doing her thing, whatever that is. Yeah, so I was a bit of a noob. It was a bit out of touch, but I don't think it went too bad. I get clipped a bit, and sorry again about the sort of lagging away, lag. It's not quite as smooth as I hoped, but I need to work on that in the future. Hopefully the audio's alright. It'd suck if it wasn't. Yeah, just playing it along. It's not going as well as I hoped in mid lane. It looks like I've got a level advantage over everybody else though, apart from Akali. Just trying to clear a few minion waves. That's good English, isn't it? Yes. This minion wave. There we go. I got caught here and I was in trouble and I knew it and she got me. That smoke screen where you lose target of her was, yeah, I just noob move. Noob move. Like I said, this isn't a particularly amazing gameplay at all. In fact, it's pretty bad. But there we go. It was my first game back. I felt bad because I hadn't brought any content for a while, so I just recorded the first game I did, and it happened to be this one. And yeah, decided to see how it went. It went meh. Just because I hate the fact that I managed to get paired up against an Akali, which never played as the champion before, never played against the champion before, which yeah, sort of sucked in the end. Cost me a bit. Tried to catch her here as I came in, but I ended up just cleaning out the minions. Right, both the other lanes, hats off to them, they're doing pretty good. It's just me that's kind of sucking at the moment, but there we go. Whatever. I was sort of starting to get an idea of what Akali's moves did, although I still don't know what her third one was. I guess it's like a jump of sorts. There's this smoke screen thing, the throwy, the knifey thing. I think. Yeah, I don't know what the other one was. I'd like to find that out. Actually, I should probably look that up before I go back onto playing. But there we go. Yeah, any tips or tricks in the comments is much appreciated, because I am still a bit of a noob in the scheme of things, and tips are much appreciated. Oh, so that smoke screen actually slows you down, which is interesting. I didn't notice that at the time, if I'm honest. Yeah. God, so nearly made her use a flash, which is alright. Just came straight back from war. Spells on cooldown. Oh, damn it! Damn it! Oh no, I can't see it. I am playing this quite cautious because I'm not confident in my ability as such to pin down Akali. Seems like quite an elusive champion with the whole smoke screen thing and that. Because that breaks your target on her because she goes invisible, which sort of sucks. But I don't know if you go in the smoke screen, can you see her when she's in it, or if she's just invisible? Feel free to let me know, because I don't have a clue. Yeah. Just trying to get a bit of a creep farm on. 57 minion kills, 13 minutes in. It's alright, it's not bad. Could be doing better. I just spotted there that Akali was recalling, which sort of made me a bit more eager, but then I realised that Fiddlesticks had come up to get the collapse, which caught me off guard big time. That's what you get for not paying attention to that mini-map on the bottom right. Very nearly got caught out by Fiddlesticks. I've played against Fiddlesticks a couple of times and was more aware of his sort of role, and if the screen's sort of jumping about a bit, I am sorry about that. I need to sort of figure that out. And now I've got Akali and Fiddlesticks, which made me quite concerned. So pop the ulti, just try and get a bit of nuking down. Went alright. Burnt most of my mana and actually achieved very little, but doesn't matter. That's not the highlight. And then I realised that the two guys from the bottom had come up to try and get the collapse, which I hadn't heard or noticed. But I just let Teemo get that kill. I didn't really want to kill steal it. There was the opportunity there to steal that kill, but I let it go and let Teemo have it because him and Yi came up and pretty much did all the work. I was merely a bystander. Which was the case a couple of times, if I'm honest. It didn't go quite to plan, in truth.
God knows what I'm doing here, pressing all the wrong buttons. It's been a while. Give me a bit of leeway, please. Please give me leeway.
Now Heimer's come up to get Teemo, but I'm miles away from the action.
I do have a teleport. I don't know if I use that. Do I use that? Maybe not.
I like Teemo as a champion. Teemo is a very cool champion because you sort of, well, I know I personally, I've unlocked Teemo and I like using him as a champion. He's pretty good. I mainly like his ultimate. A little secret mushroom that's invisible that will blow up and do damage over time. Great fun. I actually teleport top here because they've got 3 champions that have come top. So, unfortunately, I just get deserted by the by Lux, who just recalls. But I pop my ultimate to take out most of the minions, which actually dissuades the other champions a bit. Heimer's coming up though. Here he is. For a bit of assistance. See if we can perhaps catch a few. I seem to be like I've watched this back a couple of times, and I seem to be just a moment behind making the right decisions. So I just sort of notice when to do stuff a tad too late, like when Volibear was blinded by the concussion grenade. It took me a bit too long to notice that before I could try and get there to capitalise on it, which I think must be down to the fact that I haven't played for quite a while. But there we go. What can you do? What can you do? Just getting blue buff again. Great buff for Ryze. I've explained that. And then there's a lot of people going mid lane now, so they get back there after this. Got Yi there as well. Teemo on his way. But there is a low-level Fiddlesticks in the mix, which Master Yi targets him to point it out, which is good. Like these 2 guys, like I said, they were better than me, in truth. I'm not ashamed to admit that. They were very quick and coordinated. I don't like playing against Heimer just because of the turrets. I don't like the turrets. The fact that they can basically sway a minion wave because they're pretty good at like taking out minions. They're not a massive threat to a champion, but you know, you pop one down and then you're a minion wave up, and then you've won the next set when the minions clash as such, with no matter really. And there's a big difference. So sort of, that annoys me. But we've now got, I think there's Heimer, Akali, and I think there was Caitlyn there. No, it was Fiddlesticks for a second. And I don't know where Akali's gone at this point, but still got Fiddlesticks and Heimer. I'm just sort of like hanging back, waiting. Teemo's here. Teemo's here to turn up the pain, I guess. I'm not sure. I tried to catch Fiddlesticks there, but I didn't quite get enough damage done. And here's just the turrets again, just being a nuisance. They're not a massive problem, they're just a nuisance. Which obviously fulfills the role of being annoying. There we go. Now Teemo goes top to help up there because things are getting pretty crazy. And I am gonna go and try and get Fiddlesticks. And I used my flash and thought I had him, and then he started using Drain and turned the tides on me. And that was a bit of a noob move, in truth. Bit of a noob move, and I paid for it in the end. So don't follow my example there because it will get you killed. And see, things aren't looking good. Kills 0, deaths 2, assists 1. I've not done great so far, I'm not gonna lie. But thankfully, I've still got a good level advantage over most of their team. So, you know, still able to turn things around. The thing I needed to do, looking back at this, is you want to get a really good minion farm, like a creep farm as such, so you get a good gold advantage, because with Ryze you want to get that Will of the Ancients quite early on. So I've got the 3 things I sort of determined as my first things to get. Now I want to get the Will of Ancients because Ryze benefits from the spell farm so much. I've got my magic penetration and movement speed increase from the bootsies, which is handy. I've got the catalyst simply for the fact that it will increase the amount of time I can spend in lane. So it'll minimise the downtime as such, because I can recover health and mana whilst in lane when I level up, which is nice. Now we've got a bit of a collapse here, and
Might be able to pick something up. Might be able to. No, not getting anything. There we go.
Well, my team's doing pretty good, to be fair. Hats off to him. You see how it goes. Oh god, this is a little bit jumpy looking back at it. I'm not too happy with the quality, if I'm honest. I'll try and sort that out for the future. Pop my ultimate here, trying to wipe out all the minions in one go and try and get a nice gold advantage. Because then I can get my Will of the Ancients, get that spell vamp, and then Rise just becomes God, basically, and can murder everything and anything. Well, okay, that's not strictly true. It might be a slight exaggeration, but you get the idea. Ooh. Bit of a collapse here. Now, I get a bit of a nuke on Fiddlesticks, but he just manages to completely counteract it with his drain. Thankfully, I managed to catch up with him and catch him with an overload, which got me that first kill. 20 minutes in, and it finally got my first kill. Not a great job, but there we go. That is the one drawback from Rise, is that with my system where you go, if you haven't seen it, I've got another video on my channel that's not great quality, but it gets the main gist down, where I've popped my ultimate, I've gone Overload, Rune Prison, Spellflux, Overload, and that does a huge amount of damage in one go. The issue with it being that if you don't kill them in that one go, you're sort of struggling to then catch them, as such. But in that case I got quite lucky because I managed to shoot off one Overload, which has got the longest range out of the spells, by the way. Which was enough to finish him off, because that's got a really short cooldown anyway, so that can come off quite quick even after that rotation. But that's why you need stuff like your Will of the Ancients and all the things that boost your mana, because then your spells do more damage, and you want to get them pretty much killed in that one rotation of the 4 spells, basically. That's why the ultimate's pretty good as well, because you get spell vamp from that. I was about to head down to bottom, but I realised I kind of fancied a blue buff, because I'm a greedy git. But I just noticed Fiddlesticks was coming up towards Yi and Teemo, so I pinged that. Popped my ultimate, try and nuke down the ancient golem, just trying to get me a blue buff. There's a bit of activity up the top. But yeah, I always stick to that rotation of Overload, Rune Prison, Spellflux, Overload, because it just does a huge amount of burst damage. I'm not a fan of Lux's ultimate, that whole sort of like laser beam thing that just goes on for ages, because it's very easy to kill steal with. But this is an interesting but quite effective setup with Lux and Homer. Now you see, we've all come top here trying to get a collapse on Volibear and Caitlyn, but they're just sort of loitering by, not Caitlyn, it's just Volibear. They're just sort of loitering by the tower, which sort of put us off. It's Volibear and Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger. Such a cool name. But weren't getting a lot from it. And look at this kill steal. Look at this from Master Yi. I had him, and then Master Yi comes up and goes poke for the end kill. I was like, what a joke. There we go. What can you do about it? I didn't mention it because I don't really like it when people are like, oh, you're such a kill stealer, God. Now Caitlyn comes up, and I thought we were going to be able to get the collapse on her, if I'm honest. And I try holding her up, but I didn't actually have any support for it, and I got a large portion of her health, but no kill. So still a low kill count for Bootless, Skadi and Rise. I've still got a level advantage. I don't have a massive gold advantage, if I'm honest, which is partly down to the fact that I haven't done a good enough job of minion farming this game, and that is something to remember to do if you ever play Rise. Yeah, speak what you mean. But now Fiddlesticks has come top. I'm just backing off because I don't want to get caught in the jungle area with Fiddlesticks, Caitlyn,
and Volibear, because that's basically instant death. I sort of loitered around here, waiting to see what would happen, and Fiddlesticks seemed to dish about a pair. And I thought I could still get the kill on Caitlyn, because she's at about half health, and last time I did like the combination where it took her down to about 2/3 of her health. So that sort of made it seem as if I could get her, and Heimerdinger comes out of the brush, and that causes me to come out, and then we murder the both of them, getting a kill each, which is quite appropriate. But yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. Nice little out of the shrubbery collapse. It wasn't really a collapse, but now Fiddlesticks is going this way, so I sort of followed him. I seem to be able to do. Look at that for a kill steal. Scrap what I was saying. Look at that. What? I was less than impressed when that happened. What? But at least Lux recognised the fact that it was a kill steal. I was upset about that, if I'm honest. When that happened, I was like, finally, yes, I've got him, and then boom, laser from cross map, and at this point they surrendered. So I hope you enjoyed. I was just blabbing on basically for most of it, but there you go. Thanks.